What's good, everyone? This is Dev the Coolest.
And this is Ray Bang.
And this is JB.
And welcome to Slick Talk.
Hashtag Slick Talk. Hashtag Slick Talk.
I gotta figure out something to say in the beginning. You got it lit, but I need something else.
You got it. It's in you. Come on.
I'm not gonna say Sakpase.
Well, I wasn't thinking that,
but that was my thing. Remember, like,
what? I'm not gonna say Sakpase. Nobody thought that, sis.
What were you thinking?
No, you remember we used to do like wind downs, and then we'll all have something, you know.
Yeah. Okay, now it's full circle moment.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, what? Anyway, welcome back to Slick Talk. We love y'all. Welcome back
for another explosive, great episode.
Oh, a necessary episode. This is gonna be fun.
This is gonna be good.
Oh, we're about to be.
Can't wait to hear y'all thoughts on this one.
Okay.
So we're gonna talk about cancel culture today.
Yes.
And for you guys that don't know what cancel culture is or not familiar with, you know what it
means is the fact that basically if anyone does something that's against the general norm, they're canceled or they're like not supported anymore because the general population just doesn't agree with them.
Okay.
And then also in some cases too, not even just something that's against the general norm, but some shit that is just highly inappropriate or just foul as fuck or illegal.
Those people deserve to be canceled.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely
talk about
the
that too.
differences between being real canceled.
Right. And canceled because people. Because Instagram. But before we start, we're going to play a game, okay?
Oh,
y'all ready?
We got a game.
Come on,
Are we ready?
I love it. Yes.
You ready? Are they still canceled?
I was completely confused.
Oh my God.
This dude just pushed me. Child, I'm sent.
Listen.
He sent me. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you guys wasn't even in here when he lifted up his arm.
All right. I was trying to get y'all excited.
It was a whole situation.
I was trying to get y'all excited.
I was so confused. I'm like, is he okay?
Am I okay? I don't know.
Are we cheering? What's going on?
Yeah, that's cute though. I'm sorry. Yeah,
I like it. I actually like it.
Okay, yes, I'm ready for the game.
We're not canceled.
Okay.
I'll
tell you who is though.
Okay, so the game is, and listeners, y'all can play too. I'm going to name people that have been canceled, and I want y'all to let everyone know if they're still canceled in your mind.
Okay.
Or if they were canceled in the first
just
place.
Say yes, they're still canceled.
Yes, no, or they were never canceled.
Okay, cool. Go.
Boom. Kanye West.
Yes.
Never canceled.
What? Hella canceled.
What? So he can't go and combat what I said. I said what I said. He can't say what he says about the person. He initially said what they said. What?
I mean, I know we still don't agree on that one. I'm gonna say Kanye's still canceled.
What is going on?
Are you crying?
Oh, yeah. He said, never canceled.
I'm just being real. Anyways, okay. So
he has a new album
canceled.
out, by the way.
Okay.
Now.
Say yes.
Yes, never canceled. Okay. Chrisette Michelle.
Fast.
Do we remember why she was canceled, though? Should I say that? Okay.
Yeah, she's canceled to me.
Why?
We
no,
didn't.
we didn't.
We didn't ask
I'm
that
sorry.
for
You're right. You're right. You're so right.
Why?
Because she's not canceled to me. That's why I got defensive.
Exactly.
Why?
She was never canceled to me.
So for those of y'all that may have forgotten, because she was canceled in your mind because everybody else said she was canceled, she sung at the inauguration of for Donald Trump.
Oh, that's not why she was canceled to me.
Why?
It's because her reasoning for why she did it.
Oh, child, it's connected.
No, it's not. It's not.
What was the reasoning?
If you were gonna say, "Hey, the money was good, and now I'm trying to get paid," that's it. But it was just like her try to explain the reason why she did it.
But I'm saying it's connected to with the story Donald Trump.
Okay,
no
you're not gonna cut me off.
What
while I'm
bloopity
talking.
got?
I'm just trying to let you know what it was.
It's connected, but it's also my reason in it. It's not that she did it. My reason in it is because her explanation was weak as hell.
What was her explanation?
If you're gonna tell, and it was just not authentic.
So she,
her
but
explanation
she said
that she thought that her performing would bridge people together and bridge the gap.
Right, the bridge the gap.
Yeah,
right,
and bridge the gap.
No,
but I mean that's what she said.
No.
That was her mindset.
That's what her mindset said. I mean, we can't even speculate because we don't even know her
her true intention.
So I mean, we can look at her and say, "Hey, she's not being authentic. Just be real." But we don't even personally know her, so we don't know what was going through her head.
I agree with her reasoning, but not the way she did it. But she was never canceled. Child, you don't got to sing at this damn inauguration to bridge no gap. What bridge? What gap? What are you gapping? Bridging? What are you putting together?
No, I mean, I was just very confused from that point on that she performed in the first place as a black woman artist.
Well,
but I feel like her reasoning behind it, and then like all the like extra shit that she added onto it, like the stress made her lose. I think she said she was pregnant or something.
She had but she got a Google image of that abortion that she posted on her page. That was not hers. That was not hers from Google.
So it's like,
but she's not canceled to me.
She's canceled to me because you could have just stopped it at that. But then there was so much extra.
She probably had
things.
like some mental shit going on. We don't know.
The thing about it is we'll never know,
and we won't.
That's the thing about it. So I can't. She could very well be inauthentic. She could very well not have been authentic with what she did. But my thing is that I feel like it's important for us to truly know the intentions are kind of like even connect with have an idea of what their intentions are in order for us to be able to cancel someone.
That's completely understandable. And I don't hold artists to this like politician level when it comes to things happening in the society. It's just like, if you're gonna do something, just be 100% about it. If you did do this because you thought it would bridge a gap and it backfired, just say like, I thought this was it, now backfire. But not add extra lies.
I think that's easy to say.
The next step.
I think people are gonna cancel her anyways, even if she did come out and say, I did this because such and such. People are gonna cancel because it's the popular thing to do.
Well, here's the thing though. I do, one of the reasons why I really don't
we done got into the actual conversation.
The reason why I don't want to cancel
it's not even over.
No, the reason why I really thought about not canceling her because I see the double standards between her and Kanye. Her career, like, I don't even know what remnants of it there still is, but Kanye, he's still gonna have a career.
I'll go see her if the tickets were $10.
Damn, not $10. Somebody pay for me to go.
Right?
I bet you if Kanye bring out his next line or his next concert, there's gonna be like a bunch of people making him money
because he. And I didn't answer any of these, but Kanye is amazing as fuck. Like he's always going to be a musical genius in my mind. Like he was the first album I bought in my life. Like
I do think Kanye is a musical genius.
His Late Registration was the first album I ever bought.
I do think so, but I'm also just not going to support him anymore.
And that's fine.
I mean, just to continue what you were saying, though. No, you're fine. I mean, we're off that topic.
You're fine.
No, I'm just saying you're fine. I think what I've started to do, or what I've been comfortable with being able to do, is finding the separation between artist and human or person. So it's like I can completely like you as an artist and appreciate what you've contributed to, me as a person by tuning into your art, whatever it may be. And then I also understand that you're an actual human being behind that.
Right.
They can't. I mean, they can coexist very well, but they're separate.
They are.
You're putting on
because people see you as the artist.
People see you as the artist. They don't see when everything is for a woman. If the wig is off and the eyelashes off, they don't see that vulnerable side. So we don't know what's going through your brain. That makes you human because you are vulnerable and you have your own positions on things that are going on in life.
Your own
I've been able to. I would hopefully say that I've been able to find that balance between those two things.
That's what's necessary, though, and that's how we've gotten into this cancel culture because now we're so like we're in their lives to a
that's very
degree.
true.
And I think the core of it is that people cannot differentiate between the two of someone being an artist and they're just like me. They have thoughts, and. Well, let's finish the game because I have some things I want to say.
Okay, go ahead.
I know Jess's answer to this next person already, but Kamala Harris.
Oh, what's? I guess I answer already.
I'm gonna say not canceled yet.
Not canceled yet. Okay.
That's because I'm still doing my research.
Okay.
So I could even just get a flat out answer for this because like. It's weird how like she all of a sudden started getting canceled for apparently doing things that she had already been doing
in her job.
Like people, like literally her history and her record came up now, and people are like, "Oh, she's canceled." It's like, sis, she did that 10 years ago. Like she did that 10
years ago, but also it was her job. She was a prosecutor. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you expect?
So it's weird. That would be really sticky. People are gonna cancel and do whatever they want to do, but that's a sticky one for me because you can't try to cancel somebody for shit that they've done years ago that was part of their job. Like have the uproar then. You know what I'm saying? Hold them accountable then, and hold them accountable for something that actually and technically should be held accountable for. You know what I'm saying? At that point.
You know, I totally understand the perspective, but we need to stop separating people from their politics. We really need to stop doing that because when you're trying to change a society from all the wrongdoings,
I don't do that. Sorry.
I'm not going to accept somebody that willingly went with something that they could have felt differently about because it's their job. I'm not excusing you for that. I don't care what your position is. I think it was a moment for you to show up for what you believe in as your full self into the job, and you went against that, and I can't trust it. So I can't.
I don't separate people from their policies, but I
yeah.
do understand that there's so many different factors, especially being a black woman in that type of field. There's so many factors that have to play a part in what goes through her mind. That's a predominantly ran justice system by older white men, and she's a black woman. She's at the bottom of the totem pole as far as what they're seeing. So I can't even speculate on what goes through her mind on how she has to do her job in that field.
Well, and understand this: if you are a black woman in that position and you do exactly what a white man would do, you are useless to me.
Well, so no, but I mean, I agree and I understand now in the space that I'm in now for sure. Like that's how I would move in my job. We're in a different space now, and we're also a different generation. Like I think her mindset was like, "This is my job, and this is what I have to do." But also with that, people mashed together her office and her. Like there are certain things in her office overall that she did or that was done that she didn't agree with, but people are putting because it was her office that it's her fault.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And we just have to be careful with not understanding the layers that go into people's decisions
and allow people to grow.
Right. And like, because 10 years ago, like I would have said, baby, 10 years ago, I would have popped myself in the mouth for some shit that I thought.
Exactly.
Back in the day.
No, absolutely.
Because
But yeah, so I mean, that's sorry, I couldn't just give a short answer, but yeah, she's not canceled. In short, she's not canceled to me. But I mean, that isn't necessarily, and I will say in injunction to that, because I already went on the tangent, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I don't think that she should be held accountable for things that are to this day being affected. She can still be held accountable,
right?
You know, we can still say she did this,
but it's her responsibility to make sure she makes it clear to people that this is what my thought was, what it is now.
Doesn't necessarily mean that we have to,
right? She's not cancel her, like, and that's what pisses me the fuck off about this cancel culture. People are canceling without allowing people to talk or having a conversation. Canceling people makes. Or it gives you the opportunity to not hear someone out.
Exactly.
Right? And I hate it. But last person. Carrie Hilson.
Not canceled.
Not canceled.
No. I mean, that's some petty, like, you know, celebrity shit. I don't care about that.
I mean, I'm thinking about, okay, I'm going to do some speed ones, then we can go on because we've been talking outside the game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, so Carrie Hilson, not canceled.
Not canceled. Okay. Who else are you thinking? She was never canceled for me.
Okay. So never canceled for you. Bill Cosby.
Not canceled.
Canceled.
Interesting. So you said he's not canceled.
I said he's not canceled.
And Ray's Bay
canceled.
Canceled. Chris Brown.
Definitely not. Never was canceled. I was upset with him when he hit Rihanna, but
never was canceled.
Canceled.
Okay. Let's see. Ike Turner.
Oh, canceled. Rest his soul.
Okay. Let's see. That's all I really think about.
You got someone on top of your head? Some people that were canceled?
R. Kelly.
Oh, he's canceled.
Canceled.
He's definitely canceled.
What about Jussie Smollett?
Not canceled.
No.
He's not canceled?
No, he's not canceled. I never canceled him.
Okay.
So you know why? Canceled. It's because I still don't have a statement from him. So, like,
he's
something
missing in action.
He went MIA.
Yeah, and I understand why. I understand why, but it was still something small enough to where I'm like, it didn't really cause harm.
Michael Jackson.
He never was canceled to me, and especially I'm sorry,
I haven't looked at anything yet.
No, especially after they had to backtrack.
I haven't canceled.
No, they had to backtrack Escaping Neverland or whatever that documentary was called, they had to like backpedal, and he was never canceled. People just wanted his money. The unfortunate thing is that I believe he was just mentally delayed. Like he was delayed in his mental growth.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oh no, I love Oprah.
Never canceled.
And the reason why I asked that question is because she got a little pushback for
doing that.
Narrate.
But that's the thing. In my mind, I'm not going to cancel her because she wanted to hear their story.
Yeah, Oprah Winfrey she was originally a reporter, so she seeks the truth.
Right.
Yeah.
And she don't get tied to it emotionally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I can think of.
Can you think of anybody else?
H&M.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
From a person.
Okay.
Right.
Damn.
Well, they had some controversy recently.
With that hair.
Which is crazy. I want to have a conversation about that.
Okay, let's do that.
With that hair. Well, we talk about cancel culture. Are you talking about in the future? Let's do that.
No, okay, so I actually, here's the thing. At first, whoever started that on social media, it was clickbait, because if you look at the rest of the campaign,
all the other
kids have messy hair, like they've been playing in recess.
So it's called people are like fake news really exists.
They don't do their research. They take what's given to them. Oh, you're canceled. I didn't even listen to the Oprah Winfrey interview, but she's canceled.
Yeah.
Like what?
No, absolutely. But I'm saying that's fake news. I mean, I know they don't want to say the actual term fake news because it's linked to the stupid
tied
dude,
to him,
but it really exists.
But we also gotta even look at what if that wasn't the case for all the other kids. It was just that one girl that didn't have her hair done, or the way that black people wish that it would look like.
People are going to be shocked that she even said that,
right?
Because people know that picture. I didn't look at the rest of the campaign. I'll be
you got to look at
the.
It's basically the kids being enclosed and their hair look like they've literally been playing in recess.
Yeah,
I mean, I know what I look like. When my mom dropped me off. And then when she picked me back up,
right? And that's what I was gonna say. Not too long before that, we had this whole wave of parents taking pictures of their kids before and after school, and when they came home looking a mess. And I feel like, I don't know if that's what H&M's mindset was, but they probably were playing along with that.
Think about what the black community would want their kids' hair to look like in media. I think we have this thing of media turned into mixed company. Like, oh my God, who put this baby out here like that with her hair looking like that? But at the same time, I'm like, what's wrong with her hair? It's natural hair going out of her head. It don't matter if it's messy.
Right.
It's in a
California
ponytail.
It's legalized dreads.
We really need to do a better job on like loving our kids' natural hair, specifically our kids now, because that's where it starts.
Right,
like
as a child.
And even look at her individually as a model on this campaign, and she might catch into this like what's happening around that whole campaign on social media against her on this. Now she gonna feel.
So did you cancel H&M?
Basically,
I canceled H&M from what they did previously, but I also recognize that H&M really don't have black people in the room. And
they do have a director of what is it?
Of diversity inclusion afterwards?
No, they've had her for a while. They had her during the monkey thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they had
but
her
also
during the
like.
But my thing is that it doesn't just take a lot of people don't understand it's just now just one person.
Right.
Yeah, it's not.
That's just one mindset.
Because that's one experience.
And one experience is you expected to know how all black people are supposed to be taking offense. Get a group of people, black motherfuckers.
Exactly.
Like get us.
Especially if you're gonna put us on your campaign.
No, put some little slick that shit down on the side, that baby's head.
Well, no, I feel differently about that.
Put some water.
I feel differently about that.
But that's the thing about it. Like, I feel like, I mean, I can understand.
Lick that.
No, listen, because I said that because I can understand the other side.
Right.
Like, I understand what Ray said.
Well,
I agree with what Ray is saying completely. But I understand the other side, and it's part of a lot of issues that go on in our communities. We're still ingrained to all this other bullshit in society constructs that have been put on
you know what?
And what looks acceptable.
And that mindset needs to go into everyone, I think, understanding the other side or understanding the full circle of things, or not being afraid to have the uncomfortable conversations. That was the base of our podcast, or is the base of our podcast, having like the uncomfortable conversations that people are afraid to have. And when you cancel people, it prevents you from doing that, or you're allowing yourself to just be like, okay, this is how I think and what I think is right, and it's only me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just not okay. That's not gonna be good long term.
The thing is, like, I mean, when I cancel people, I do my research. right?
But does everybody?
Not everybody does, and I'm gonna tell you, most of social media stuff, I don't like taking things at face value, and I've learned not to do that because it caught me. You know, you think social media is kind of like any other news article that's gonna have some remnants of truth in there, but it's really not. So if you look at the situation with what happened with Brandy back in the day.
Oh, that's a good one.
Brandy would have been canceled for
for vehicular manslaughter.
Well,
one. Oh, that's what you're talking about. That's what it was.
One,
right.
Or two, it was like the situation with her being pregnant young and
and then she faked her marriage.
I thought you were talking about the accident.
Right.
She faked her marriage.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say all that on that.
No, she did.
The thing is,
her marriage.
The thing is,
2 times, y'all.
Because I just wanted to make sure y'all
she
heard.
was also very young.
Yeah.
And, you also being controlled by, your image being controlled by so many other people besides you because you are a corporation.
It was way. Yes,
however,
that's good that you
artists
said that
are of age and you're seasoned in this game and you're making these mistakes and you are coming here and giving us false statements about very important things, because I was very insensitive for people who do have, I'm talking about, what is her name again? The one that sang at the inauguration.
Who?
Sorry.
Oh, Chrisette Michele.
Yeah, Chrisette Michele. Her statement, people don't realize how insensitive it was to women that do miscarry.
Oh, when she posted that.
When she posted that,
Did she
it
ever
had the
say
picture.
it wasn't true?
No, it was true, but the picture of hers, the picture that she used.
The picture that she used was
wasn't
not
hers.
right, but she did have a miscarriage.
She did?
Yeah.
But the picture she used wasn't her miscarriage.
I feel like the picture just kind of makes it seem like it's false.
I see that. I can
No,
understand
I get that.
She
allegedly really had a miscarriage.
You could have just said that distress made you have a miscarriage, and then we would have been dead on that.
If it was as black as white, we would.
Black as white.
Excuse me. If it was that black and white, we would not be having these conversations.
I just don't understand why people are doing things extra that you don't know the outcome of.
Goodbye. That people don't know the outcome
Sorry.
of.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like for me, let's say I did something messed up. It's either own up to it or you don't say anything, and hopefully you get away. But not actually lie. And I don't know how that lie can be proven. Like,
well, put yourself in these celebrities' shoes, right?
Yeah.
oh no, I would not
and
be in those shoes.
Well, no, I'm just saying for the sake of conversation, like if you were in, not necessarily Chrisette Michele, but if you were in like, who else? Who are everybody we named earlier? Chris Brown, Bill Cosby, blah blah blah. I need to speak into the mic.
It's very hard to do.
How would you feel after you've gotten all the support from people, all up until this point that you've made a very human mistake, and regardless of if it's right or wrong, it could. I mean, we're speaking of. I mean, those two names, I know they did shit.
I was just like, what?
But it is a human mistake because it happens around us all the time. But they're on this platform, and so now they're immediately like, boom. How would you feel about that in their position? Like, damn, like y'all was with me all these years and I made one mistake that y'all see or have maybe made once, twice, or 40 times. How do you think you would feel in that position?
It really is situation by situation. It's not,
and it's individual by individual as well. I mean, there's some people that would be like, oh, well, it is what it is. I got my coin. I'm moving on. Then there's some people that actually are connected to what they were doing. Like Chrisette Michele, if you to ask this question, she is connected to what she's doing. She's an artist. She does really, really well at what she's doing. So I know she has to, I don't know specifically, but I believe that she has to feel really, really like scared. It was like a scary moment for her, and and regretful, and like all these other things.
Very, very true on that. But like as you said, it's situation by situation. I really thought that she faked that whole. I'm
asking about y'all as individuals. How would you feel in that position?
In that situation, I can understand why people.
You.
How?
Okay.
You.
I can understand how I want to protect my career and protect, all of that. However, you cannot. If you did what you did and you made a human mistake, you also cannot tell people how to feel about it.
I do not want Ray Bay on any type of jury out here because he is. I love him to death, but he's completely black and white. There's like no gray. He's like,
no, you cannot tell people how to feel about it.
Well, you can,
and that's why they have a jury, because it's not just gonna be me in my mindset up there. It's
right.
You know,
if one juror doesn't agree with the other ones, it's a hung trial.
And it's gonna be.
Damn. Get to my point.
Come on, it's gonna be.
Shut up.
But the thing is, I mean, when it comes to like, there's one thing about putting people in prison for something, and then there's like, okay, I'm not going to support you no more.
No, absolutely.
It's very different. It's not
but
even.
We can't. But I mean, I can understand the differences between, but we can't necessarily say how the person, to his question, feels inside when something like that happens. And what I was saying earlier is that she's a person that cares about her music, very creative, very, very a dope artist. She's a person that could probably be that she could have probably took her life. We don't know what she was going through.
I felt like I was scared that was going to happen.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's another thing. People like to cancel people. I'm really passionate about this because I hate this fucking cancel. I really, really, really hate it. I hate it.
And I can understand.
Because I like to have conversations and understand where people are coming from. I don't have to agree with it, but I want to understand where you're coming from, right? But, damn, I forgot where I was going with that. But,
you were afraid that she might hurt herself.
No, that's what I'm, thank you so much. When people kill themselves after all this damn cancel culture and being harassed, because with cancel culture, you're also being harassed.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're canceled, but you're also being harassed and ridiculed.
Yeah.
And it's like, but then when they kill themselves, everybody, rest in peace. They play all their hits, play all their favorite, their movies, whatever they did. You want to like show all their pictures. Oh, this is my picture with them 20 years ago.
Here's the
when
thing.
they said the shit that they said that I canceled them for.
Exactly.
Here's the thing. I don't agree with cancel culture because cancel culture becomes bullying. I'm more speaking on me personally. No longer supporting this person. So that's very different. People jump on bandwagons for cancel culture, and then there's people that really analyze the situation and be like, okay, so how many chances did we give you? Or look, Kanye, how many chances did we give you? You know?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, I'm out. You have violated too many of my my core values, and I can't do it no more.
And as an individual, as a person, you completely have that right. But and I think you made the point of the distinction of having that right and just keeping it to yourself. And then what you need to do with that situation, and then also trying to force everybody else to follow that, and then also bullying the person, going to the person's page and being like, oh, you're canceled.
As an individual, make that decision on your own.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's a very respectable way to do it.
That's a great point.
Don't form an opinion because this comment got 4,000 likes on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like
clickbait, like you said
clickbait,
earlier.
Right.
Clickbait.
And it's like that. And
people form opinions off of clickbait, not even knowing the whole story. It's case in point. Not trying to put you on blast.
No. I was actually going to say this.
Okay.
For Chrisette Michelle. I will
Clickbait.
do more research on that and see if it's true that she did miscarry. Because that picture that she put out made it seem like she lied. And for me, it's kind of like...
But that is the story of the situation, right? Regardless if she had a miscarriage or not, for me, like, people have miscarriages, and that's a very traumatic thing for women and couples. You know what I'm saying? And the way she went about it was really wrong, in my opinion. Like, or not really wrong, but like she could have went about it better, or not said anything at all. But that
the Beyonce Carter family,
right?
Knows
Keep
Carter
it cute in the house,
not
you know.
Say anything because they still haven't discussed what the fuck Jay-Z
Well, no.
But then let's go right. But let's go to A to C.
No,
she was canceled, and I think I don't know her mindset. Or Chrisette Michelle. She was generally by social media. She was canceled, and she wanted to show the public like, this is a stress that y'all putting me in. I just had a miscarriage
to gain some sympathy or something.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to connect the dots with that. I don't like that she found a damn Google image and used that. Like, you could have kept it or used spoken a damn interview or some shit. Like, come on, Slick Talk. But we weren't around then. But anyway. There's
Absolutely. So, I mean, just to wrap up, because I know we got to
Right,
go.
we
in a
gotta
minute,
go.
Just to wrap up, what is some advice, just real fast, that you would give someone with moving in a culture where moving in a culture where cancel culture is very popular these days? And also, I would just want to say too that I think cancel culture is really, really just happening with these youngsters and everything. And I don't want to sound like I'm hella old, but I think these young people, a lot of these young people are going to pages and bullying and canceling.
Here's the thing. For me, get you good PR. Okay. If you're in a business,
Or you're on that end.
very
Okay,
important.
on that side.
But also be honest. Like, take accountability for what you did, and just be honest, because that could save a lot of your fans.
I was more so sorry. I understand that, but I was more so talking about the side that we
are
fall
on.
in, like how we participate. Like, what would you tell somebody? What would you tell somebody to prevent them from falling into the cancel culture?
Okay, I would say do more research, and also do not participate in groupthink. Form your own opinion.
Okay,
is very important. And how important is this to your morals, your day-to-day, and all that stuff? And also, if you decide that even if somebody did something that other people want to cancel them for and you want to support them, do that. Like, and stand in that, because we all have different value systems that we go by, and we all, have different mindsets. So I appreciate them all. I have my own values, but I also love communicating with people that differ from me, because it's all about communicating. It's all about finding common ground, and it's also just about appreciating.
Get off Instagram. Okay. Sorry. JB over there on Instagram. Go ask a question and just go swipe it. What?
It's also knowing that, we're human and we don't all think alike, and that is completely fine.
And that's fine. And that's how the world goes around. Like, I just want y'all do what the fuck y'all want to do, because I do. But I tap into believe half of what you see and none of what you hear, right? And to your point, like, do your research.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's going to be a shock value associated with things that you see. I've been on social media for the past 2 months, or well beyond that. But while we were on our break, that was a lot of my time. And I even fell into like, oh shit, like, this happened, or young Miami, whatever, got shot at.
Mommy.
Whatever her name is. She got shot at. What's her name, Young Miami? Y'all got it right.
Ooh, we're that age now.
Right.
Damn.
All right, I don't know half these. But don't be so quick to fall in line with people because it is a popular opinion. Do your own shit. Do your own research. Figure it out. But with that, do you don't got
you guys completely said everything.
Bloopity got?
No, you guys completely said I agree with 100%.
Okay.
All right.
So thank y'all so much for listening to another. This has been on the whole damn time.
It has. It's too hot.
I don't know.
We need a fan.
We were supposed to turn it off before we started recording. We had a fan in the back.
Studios. I don't know how artists do it, because it is hot up in here.
And we've been
I got a motivator. It's called Money. That's that huge.
That's
motivator.
why they be having these videos when they sweating up in there.
Right. Thank y'all so much. Yeah, come on.
I remember that video of Beyonce in the studio and she was like singing.
Oh yes, for that recent her little thank you thing for making a gift. But thank y'all so much for listening to another episode of Select. And we'll see y'all next week.
All right.
We love y'all. You are loved. Bye. I felt very inspirational.
Cheers.
This episode of Slick Talk was brought to you in part by Nexus Recording Studio, where the Bay records. Are you looking to do your own podcast, your own EP, your own mixtape? Check them out. It's in Oakland, California. That's where we record. And it's amazing. And it's amazing. And it's amazing. And it's amazing.